Welcome to the deep dive. Ready to break down some fascinating financial data today?
Sounds good.
We're looking at Latent Analytics,
Okay.
a company that basically helps businesses really understand and use their data effectively.
Cool.
They just released their quarterly results, and we've got a whole bunch of sources to dig into.
Okay.
Their official financial report,
Okay.
a press release, an earnings
All
presentation,
right.
and even some really insightful questions from an analyst.
Wow.
So
Yeah.
get ready because we're going to learn all about Latent View's recent performance
Wow.
and maybe even a little about what it could mean for their future.
What's really interesting is Latent View is publicly traded,
Oh,
which means anyone can access this information.
right?
But we're going to go a little deeper and
Yeah.
kind of connect the dots and uncover what these numbers are really telling us.
I like that.
Yeah.
It's all about like finding this story behind it.
Right.
Yeah.
And I think the story starts with consistent revenue growth.
Okay.
Latent View has achieved this for 8 consecutive quarters now,
Really?
which is quite remarkable in the competitive world of data analytics.
8 quarters in a row.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
Yeah, their Q3 FY25 results were especially strong.
Okay.
A 9% increase compared to just the previous quarter,
Wow.
and a big 37.5 jump compared to the same period last year.
What is fueling this growth?
Well, the press release highlights a few key drivers:
Okay.
consulting services,
Okay.
Gen AI projects,
Okay.
and new client wins.
Interesting.
Gen AI, or generative artificial intelligence,
Yeah.
is a really hot topic right now.
Sure.
And Latent View is clearly capitalizing on that potential.
I'm kind of curious about that, actually. Can you
yeah.
explain a little more about Gen AI?
Sure.
And how they're using it?
Yeah, Gen AI refers to algorithms that can actually create new content,
Oh, wow.
like text images, even code, based on the data they're trained on.
So it's learning.
Exactly. And it's being used for a really wide range of applications right now, from chatbots to drug discovery.
Wow.
It seems like Latent View is incorporating Gen AI into their data analytics solutions,
Uh-huh.
which is a smart move considering the increasing demand for AI.
So it's not just about analyzing the existing data.
Right.
It's about using AI to generate new insights and new solutions.
Absolutely.
That's really cool.
Now, coming back to their growth, they also landed a major contract worth $3.2 million with their largest client.
Oh, wow.
Their biggest single contract to date, which signals strong confidence in their capabilities.
Wow, that's a big win.
It is.
That suggests they're doing something right.
Absolutely, and they didn't stop there.
Okay.
They also added 9 new clients this quarter, including 3 returning clients.
Oh, wow. So repeat business.
Yeah, this is really indicating positive market sentiment and a growing recognition of their expertise.
So they're attracting new business and they're keeping the old business.
Exactly.
That's a really good sign.
It is, but growth isn't everything. What about profitability?
That's a good point.
That's where things get really interesting.
Okay.
Their adjusted EBITDA margin for Q3 FY25 was 26.1%.
Okay.
This means that for every dollar of revenue, they're keeping about 26 cents as profit after accounting for operating expenses.
Okay, so when you say adjusted, what does that mean?
It means they've excluded certain one-time costs like acquisitions or currency exchange,
Got it.
just to provide a clearer picture of their core profitability.
So it's a little more of an accurate representation.
Exactly. And this adjusted EBITDA margin is a significant improvement,
Okay.
up 360 basis points from the previous quarter.
So not only are they growing, but they're becoming more profitable as they scale.
Right.
That's got to be a great sign for investors.
It really is. It shows
Yeah.
they're managing their operations efficiently while expanding their reach.
Okay.
Another point that's worth noting is their robust financial position.
Okay.
They have over $10 billion in investments.
Wow, that's a significant amount.
It is.
What does that tell us?
It tells us they have financial stability, and it allows them to invest strategically in growth areas like Gen AI
Uh-huh.
or expanding their global footprint.
Okay, so they're playing it smart.
Yeah, and speaking of which, their workforce has also grown
Okay.
to over 1,600 employees.
They're clearly hiring pretty aggressively,
They are.
which suggests they're feeling good about the future and they're anticipating a lot of demand.
Absolutely. But it's not just about quantity.
Right.
What kind of projects are they actually taking on?
That's a good question.
Their project portfolio really showcases the diverse applications of data analytics.
Okay.
For instance, they're developing automated machine learning frameworks for a U.S. telecommunications company.
Really?
Yeah, to improve network reliability.
That sounds like a pretty complex project.
It is. They're also supporting digital transformation for a high-tech manufacturing company in the oil and gas sector.
Wow.
This is a prime example of how data analytics is being used to optimize operations in more traditional industries.
So it's not just for tech companies anymore.
Not at all. It seems like every industry can benefit from data analytics in some way.
Yeah, that's a good point.
They're even helping a U.S.-based cruise line predict guest lifetime value
Really?
to enhance customer loyalty and drive revenue growth.
That's really interesting.
Yeah, this highlights how data can be used to create those really personalized experiences.
These are all really fascinating examples.
They are.
They really do showcase the range of their expertise.
But how are they positioning themselves for the future?
That is the question.
Their investor presentation outlines some key strategic initiatives,
Okay.
like expanding their marketing analytics capabilities and enhancing data engineering through partnerships,
Interesting.
particularly with Databricks.
Partnerships are so crucial in the tech world these days.
They are.
Can you explain more about Databricks
Sure.
and why that partnership is so significant?
Databricks is a leading provider of cloud data solutions.
Okay.
Their platform helps businesses manage and analyze massive data sets in the cloud. By partnering with Databricks,
Yeah.
LatenView can offer their clients access to cutting-edge cloud technologies
Oh, wow.
and then integrate those with their own data analytics solutions.
It's kind of like combining the best of both worlds, right?
It is.
You've got Latent View's analytics
Right.
with Databricks cloud expertise.
It's a strategic move that allows them to address the growing demand for cloud-based data solutions.
Yeah, that makes sense.
They're also focusing on expanding their global reach
Okay.
with nearshore centers in North America
Yeah, okay.
and Latin America.
Interesting.
These centers are going to provide localized support and allow them to tap into new talent pools.
So they're thinking long-term and geographically.
It shows that they're not just chasing those quick wins.
Right.
They're investing in their infrastructure and strategic partnerships for sustained success.
They're playing the long game.
They are.
Yeah.
They're not neglecting their talent development either.
Oh, good.
They're committed to upskilling their workforce with a focus on advanced analytics and AI.
They're building a really solid foundation, it seems,
They are.
for long-term growth and innovation.
Absolutely. Now, before we move on to their performance in different sectors,
Okay.
let's consider some of the questions that analysts are asking about LatenView's future.
Okay, sounds good. What are they curious about?
They're interested in how LatenView has optimized its operations
Okay,
to achieve improved profitability.
makes sense.
They also want to know which specific market segments or regions are performing particularly well.
So where the growth is coming from.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And they're also curious about how broader market trends, particularly in technology and data analytics,
Uh-huh.
are impacting the company.
Okay.
And of course, they want to understand management's key priorities for future growth.
These are all really important questions
They are.
that we'll definitely explore as we go deeper into Latent View's performance.
Okay.
So far, we have a pretty solid overview
We do.
of their recent financial performance,
Mhm.
their strategic initiatives, and what analysts are watching, but there's a lot more to uncover.
Right.
So stay tuned for part 2 of this deep dive,
Awesome.
where we're going to dissect their performance across different industries.
Sound good.
Welcome back to the deep dive. Let's shift gears a little bit
Okay.
and examine how Latent View Analytics is actually performing across different industries.
Okay.
After all, they're not just serving one sector.
Right.
Their expertise touches a pretty wide range of businesses.
That's right. Their earnings presentation provides some really valuable insights
Okay.
into their revenue breakdown by industry.
So we can see where the money's coming from.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's fascinating to see how they're strategically positioning themselves
Okay.
in these different markets.
Okay, so let's break it down.
All right.
Where are they seeing the most success?
The technology sector remains their stronghold,
Oh,
accounting for a significant 65% of their revenue.
yeah, that makes sense.
Right.
They've got such deep roots in that sector
Yeah.
and so much expertise there.
Tech companies are often early adopters of data analytics and AI-driven solutions.
Mm-hmm.
So it's only natural that LatenView would have a strong presence there.
But are they too reliant on that one sector?
That's a really good question.
Yeah.
While technology forms their core, they are actively diversifying
Okay.
their client base and expanding into new markets.
Okay.
For instance, their revenue from the consumer and retail industry
Okay.
currently makes up 19% of their total revenue.
So they're not putting all their eggs in one basket.
Exactly. And
Yeah.
their efforts to branch out are definitely paying off.
Okay.
Their financial services vertical has also shown remarkable growth.
Okay. How much?
contributing 9% to their overall revenue.
Okay.
In fact,
Yeah.
their revenue from financial services grew by an impressive 67%
Wow.
year on year.
That's huge.
It is what's driving that growth.
Yeah, what is it?
Well, financial institutions are increasingly leveraging data analytics for things like risk management, fraud detection, customer profiling, and even algorithmic trading.
Oh, wow.
Latent View's expertise in these areas is attracting a lot of clients in that sector
Okay.
and leading to substantial revenue growth.
So they're filling a need.
Right.
What about other sectors?
Their presence in the industrial sector is steadily growing,
Okay.
bringing in another 7% of their revenue.
Good.
This indicates that they're really successfully catering to the growing need for data-driven insights across a really diverse range of industries.
It's interesting to see this diversification. But with such a wide range of clients, can they maintain their level of expertise across all these different sectors?
That's a crucial consideration.
Yeah.
To address this challenge, it seems like Latent View is focusing on specialized teams
Okay.
with industry-specific knowledge.
So like experts in those different fields.
Right.
Yeah.
They're tailoring their solutions to meet the unique challenges of each sector.
So it's not just a one-size-fits-all approach.
Remember those examples we discussed earlier?
I do.
Like helping the telecom company with network reliability and the cruise line with customer lifetime value.
Right.
Those projects really highlight their ability to apply data analytics
Yeah.
in those different contexts.
Right. It's tailored to the need.
Right now, let's shift our attention
Okay.
from industries
Okay.
to the types of services they offer.
Right.
Their earnings presentation also breaks down their revenue
Okay.
by function,
Okay.
which gives us some insights into which services are driving their success.
Okay, so let's dive into that.
Yeah.
Which services are in high demand?
Predictive analysis emerges as their bread and butter,
Okay.
accounting for 60% of their revenue.
Okay.
This involves using historical data to forecast future trends, behaviors, and outcomes,
Okay.
which allows businesses to anticipate challenges
Yeah.
and seize opportunities.
So being ahead of the curve.
Right. Predictive analysis is a really hot area in data analytics right now.
Yeah, it is.
What other services are contributing to their revenue?
Yeah. What else are they doing?
Data engineering is another major revenue driver,
Okay.
contributing 20% to their total revenue.
Okay.
This involves building and maintaining the infrastructure and systems that collect, store, and process data.
So it's like the foundation for everything.
Right. It's the foundation for all their analytics initiatives.
So you have to have that good groundwork before you can do anything fancy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They also generate revenue through consulting services,
Okay.
which contributes 8%.
Okay.
This involves providing expert advice and guidance to businesses on how to effectively leverage their data to achieve their goals.
So it's like strategic guidance alongside the technical expertise.
Exactly. They're not just crunching numbers.
Yeah.
They're helping companies figure out what to actually do with those numbers.
Exactly. Yeah, that's super important.
It is. And then there's revenue generation management,
Okay.
or RGM services,
Okay.
which contribute 7%
Okay.
to their revenue.
Yeah.
RGM focuses on optimizing pricing promotions and product mix to maximize revenue and profitability.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's all about extracting maximum value from their clients' operations.
So they've got a pretty comprehensive suite of services.
They do.
It covers everything from data infrastructure to strategic consulting.
They do. Now, another interesting aspect of their revenue breakdown is client concentration.
Okay, what does that mean?
Their top 5 clients account for 60% of their revenue.
Okay.
Their top 10 generate 71%.
Okay.
And their top 20 contribute a whopping 84%.
Wow. So they're pretty reliant on a relatively small number of clients.
Right.
Could that be a problem?
Yeah, that's a valid concern.
What if one of those clients decides to leave?
It's possible, but it's important to note that a lot of these are long-term relationships.
But that's good.
In fact, 78% of their revenue comes from clients they've served for over 5 years.
Wow. So they're building lasting partnerships.
Right.
And that mitigates the risks.
Exactly. It suggests they're really good at retaining clients and fostering those strong relationships.
Yeah.
But they're not complacent either.
Okay, that's good.
They're actively expanding their client base,
Okay.
particularly among smaller businesses.
So it's like a balance of those big clients
Right.
and smaller ones to
Right.
diversify a little bit more.
Exactly. It helps them diversify their revenue streams and reduce their dependence on any single client.
That's a really smart strategy.
Yeah, it is. Now, what about their global footprint?
Yeah.
We know they're not just operating in India anymore.
Right.
They're serving clients in North America, Latin America, Europe, and the Asia-Pacific region.
Wow, so they're all over the place.
Right. They're clearly committed to expanding their global reach.
Which regions are driving the most growth?
North America is their largest market,
Okay.
accounting for a significant portion of their revenue,
Okay.
primarily driven by their strong presence in the U.S.
That makes sense.
Right. The U.S. has a really mature data analytics market with a lot of demand.
Yeah.
But they're not just focused on the U.S. They're actively expanding their presence in Canada and Mexico.
Okay.
Through those nearshore centers that we talked about earlier.
Right, so being closer to the clients.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It allows them to serve those North American clients more efficiently and tap into those local talent pools.
A win-win.
It is. What about other regions?
Yeah, where else are they looking?
They also see a lot of potential in Latin America.
Okay.
Particularly in sectors like financial services and retail.
Right.
They're already serving clients in Chile and Mexico. And they're looking to expand further.
So lots of growth potential.
Right. They're strategically positioning themselves in regions with high growth potential and a growing appetite for these data analytics solutions.
Yeah, they're smart.
Right. And they're not neglecting their home turf either.
Okay.
India remains a really significant market for them.
Okay.
And they're also expanding their operations in the Asia-Pacific region.
Okay.
Particularly in Singapore.
Okay, so they're growing everywhere.
Their global expansion strategy seems really well defined.
Yeah.
And aligned with their vision of becoming a global leader in data analytics.
Okay.
Speaking of leadership, let's delve into the team behind Latent View's success.
Okay, so who are these people?
Well, their investor presentation highlights their experienced and diverse leadership team.
Okay.
A company's only as good as its leaders.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No.
So let's talk about who's at the helm of Latent View.
All right.
They have Rajan Sethuraman as their CEO.
Okay.
Who has extensive experience in the IT services and analytics industry.
So he's got the right background.
He does. He's joined by Krishnan Venkata as their Chief Client Officer.
Okay.
Rajan Balavenkatasan as their CFO.
Okay.
And Sanjay Anandate as their business head for Europe and APAC.
Okay, so they've got a pretty well-rounded team.
Right, with expertise in client management, finance and regional operations.
What about their board of directors?
Their board is equally impressive. Comprising individuals with diverse backgrounds in finance, technology, human resources, and legal affairs.
So they're really covering all their bases.
This includes industry veterans like Venkat Viswanathan.
Okay.
Their chairperson and executive director.
Okay.
Who's also one of the founders of Latent View.
So someone with really deep roots in the company.
Exactly. And a clear understanding of its vision.
Yeah, that's important.
It is. And they also have Pramodwati Jandiala.
Okay.
Another founder of the company.
Okay.
Serving as an executive director.
So the founders are still really involved.
They are to ensure a balance of perspectives.
Okay.
They also have independent directors.
Okay.
Like Dipali Sheth, who brings extensive experience in human resources.
Okay.
And Mukesh Bhutani, a seasoned legal expert.
All right, so it's like a checks and balances system.
Right, at the board level.
To make sure that every aspect of the business is considered.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's good.
And they're rounded out by Raghu Tamarao, who brings expertise in finance and technology.
Okay.
And Reed Cundiff, who has a deep understanding of the insights industry.
Okay, so really well-rounded and experienced.
Right. Now that we've examined their leadership and board, let's turn our attention to some key financial metrics.
Right.
Beyond revenue and profitability.
Okay, so give us the numbers that matter.
Okay.
What should investors be paying attention to?
One metric is earnings per share, or EPS.
Good.
Which is a key indicator of profitability.
Okay.
Latent View's reported basic EPS for Q3 FY25 was 2.03.
Okay. And how does that compare?
It represents a 5% increase from the previous quarter.
Okay.
But a 10.5% decrease from the same period last year.
So it's a little bit of a mixed bag there.
Yeah, what factors might explain that year-on-year decrease?
Yeah, what's going on?
Well, EPS can be influenced by a lot of different factors, including one-time expenses and share buybacks.
Okay.
It's not always a perfect reflection of the company's underlying performance. We'd have to really dig deeper into the financial statements to understand the specific reasons for this change.
So looking at the bigger picture.
Exactly. It's always important to look at the bigger picture and consider all the factors at play.
Right.
Another crucial aspect is cash flow.
Okay.
Positive cash flow means a company is generating more cash than it's spending.
Okay.
Which gives them more flexibility to invest in those growth opportunities.
That's a good sign.
It's a sign of financial health.
Like having a healthy bank account.
Right.
Yeah, it gives you more options.
Unfortunately, the reports don't provide a detailed breakdown of their cash flow statement for this quarter.
Right.
However, we can glean some insights from their overall financial position and their investments.
Okay, so what can you tell us about their investments?
They have over $10 billion.
Yeah, that's a lot.
In investments.
That's a good cash position.
It is.
It means that they're in a good place financially.
Right. And it indicates that they're actively deploying resources to fuel future growth.
Okay, good. They're using it wisely.
Right now, let's talk about their debt levels.
Okay.
A company's debt-to-equity ratio is a key indicator of its financial leverage and risk.
Right. Too much debt can be risky.
Absolutely, especially if earnings decline.
Yeah, for sure.
While the reports don't explicitly state their debt-to-equity ratio based on their strong cash position and investments, it's likely that they have a pretty manageable debt level.
That's good. That's reassuring.
Right. It means they're not overly reliant on borrowing to fund their operations.
Good. What about their operational efficiency?
One key metric for evaluating this is their utilization rate, which measures the percentage of their employees' time that's actually billable to clients.
So are they working or are they sitting around?
Exactly. It's about making sure that their workforce is being used effectively.
Yeah.
Their earnings presentation shows their utilization rate has been consistently high, hovering around 80% in recent quarters.
So that's a good sign.
It suggests that they're managing their workforce efficiently and minimizing any downtime, which ultimately contributes to their profitability.
Right. Less wasted time means more money.
And as we discussed earlier, their strong client retention rate also indicates operational efficiency.
Yeah.
They're good at building those lasting relationships and delivering value to their clients.
It seems like they're ticking all the right boxes when it comes to operational efficiency. They're managing their workforce well, retaining clients, expanding their global reach.
Now, before we move on to the final part of our deep dive,
Okay.
let's take a minute to recap what we've learned.
Okay, sounds good. What are the key takeaways so far?
Okay. We've seen that Latent View is a rapidly growing company with a strong track record of revenue growth and profitability.
They're doing well.
They're strategically diversifying their client base, expanding that global footprint.
Right.
Particularly through those nearshore centers.
Yep.
And investing heavily in technology, talent development, and strategic partnerships.
So they're staying ahead of the curve.
Right. Stay ahead of the curve in this rapidly evolving data analytics landscape.
That's a smart company.
They also have a strong and experienced leadership team and board of directors.
Yeah, we talked about that.
Guiding their strategic direction.
But what does the future hold?
Right.
Yeah.
What challenges and opportunities lie ahead?
Yeah, and how are they preparing to navigate the ever-changing world of data analytics?
Stay tuned for the final part of our deep dive.
I'm excited.
Where we'll explore their future outlook and analyze how they're preparing for this ever-changing world of data analytics.
Welcome back to the deep dive. We've covered a lot of ground exploring Latent View Analytics' impressive growth, their strategic initiatives, and of course, their strong financial performance. But now let's look ahead.
Okay.
What challenges and opportunities are on the horizon for them? And how are they preparing to navigate the ever-evolving world of data analytics?
Well, the data analytics landscape is constantly shifting.
Yeah, that's true.
So it's crucial for companies like Latent View to anticipate and adapt to these emerging trends.
For sure.
And one key trend shaping the industry right now is the rise of artificial intelligence.
AI.
Specifically generative AI or Gen AI.
Okay, we touched upon Latent View's involvement with Gen AI a little earlier.
We did.
But it's definitely worth exploring a little deeper.
Yeah, it's generating a lot of buzz these days.
It really is.
Tools like ChatGPT are really capturing the public's imagination.
Yeah, they are. So how is Latent View actually harnessing this technology to create value for its clients?
Well, their investor presentation emphasizes their commitment to driving impact through scalable Gen AI solutions.
Okay.
They've already secured 10 Gen AI projects.
Wow.
In the first 9 months of FY25.
So they're all in on this.
They are. It indicates strong demand for their expertise in this area.
That's really interesting. So what kind of work are they doing in this space?
While our sources don't provide specific details about the projects themselves, it's clear that they're integrating Gen AI into their data analytics solutions.
Okay.
This can involve anything from using Gen AI to improve the accuracy of predictive models to developing entirely new AI-powered applications.
Yeah, that makes sense. Gen AI has the potential to really revolutionize data analytics,
It doesn't.
enabling companies to uncover deeper insights and generate more innovative solutions.
Absolutely. And Latent View isn't just using existing Gen AI tools.
Okay.
They've actually developed their own solution called RAISE,
Really?
which stands for Rapid AI-Powered Insights and Solutions Engine.
That sounds really intriguing.
It is.
What can you tell us about Raise? How does it work and what are the benefits?
Unfortunately, our sources don't provide too many specifics
Okay.
about its functionalities,
Yeah.
but we can infer some things
Okay.
based on its name and Latent View's overall focus on data-driven decision-making.
Right.
It's likely a platform or a suite of tools that leverage Gen AI
Okay.
to accelerate insight generation and solution development.
So it's like a turbocharged data analytics engine
Exactly.
that can process information and generate insights much faster
Right.
than traditional methods.
Speed is a key advantage of Gen AI.
Okay.
It can analyze vast amounts of data in a fraction of the time it would take a human analyst.
Wow, so it really is a game changer for data analytics.
It is.
Latent View seems really well positioned to capitalize on this transformative technology.
Yeah.
They're clearly investing in building their Gen AI capabilities,
Right.
both through internal development and those strategic partnerships.
And speaking of partnerships,
Yeah.
their collaboration with Databricks is another key element of their future outlook.
Right. Databricks specializes in cloud data solutions,
Exactly.
which are becoming increasingly essential for businesses of all sizes these days.
They are. So how is Latent View leveraging Databricks' expertise to enhance its offerings?
Good question.
Their investor presentation highlights their focus on enhancing data engineering through this partnership.
Okay.
They're working together to foster data engineering innovation
Okay.
and empower clients with cutting-edge cloud data solutions.
So they're combining their data analytics expertise with Databricks cloud computing power.
Right. It's a powerful synergy.
This partnership allows them to offer these really comprehensive end-to-end data solutions, from data collection and storage to analysis and insight generation, all within a secure and scalable cloud environment.
Exactly. They're building a comprehensive data ecosystem that can cater to the evolving needs of their clients.
It's really smart, and it's not just about the technology either. They're also focused on expanding their geographic reach and their talent pool to support future growth.
Their investor presentation outlines plans to increase their presence in the Asia-Pacific region,
All right.
specifically with the Global Capability Center, or GCC, in India.
Okay, why the focus on the Asia-Pacific region?
Well, they see huge potential in this region,
Okay.
experiencing really rapid economic growth and digital transformation.
Yeah, that's true.
The GCC will allow them to tap into those local talent pools,
Okay.
serve clients more effectively, and capture a larger share of this growing market.
So it's a strategic move to establish a foothold in this dynamic and promising region.
Exactly. And alongside that geographic expansion, they're really committed to investing in talent upskilling.
Okay.
They understand that their success really hinges on having a workforce that is equipped with the latest skills in data analytics and AI.
Yeah, it's so important to find and retain skilled talent in this industry.
It is. So what are they doing to attract and develop that top talent?
Right.
Their investor presentation mentions a focus on talent upskilling through partnerships with learning and development providers and in-house boot camps.
Wow.
They're investing in training programs to enhance their employees' skills in advanced analytics and AI, ensuring they stay ahead of the curve.
It's really smart they're creating a culture of continuous learning and development, which is so essential these days for attracting and retaining top talent.
It is. So it sounds like they're tackling the challenges of a rapidly changing industry.
Yeah.
By embracing new technologies.
Like Gen AI.
Like Gen AI and cloud computing.
Expanding their reach, investing in talent.
They are, but they're not just adapting to change.
Okay.
They're actively shaping the future of data analytics through thought leadership and industry engagement.
So they're not just playing the game, they're changing the roles.
Exactly. How are they doing that?
Yeah, how are they doing
They're
that?
actively participating in industry events. Publishing research and sharing their expertise to advance the field of data analytics and really drive its adoption across industries.
That's impressive.
They're not content with just being a successful company.
Right.
They're striving to be thought leaders and innovators.
Yeah, in this data-driven world.
Exactly, and that's a key takeaway for our listeners.
Okay.
Latent View's journey really demonstrates the transformative power of data analytics
Yeah.
and its potential to revolutionize businesses and entire industries.
It's an exciting time to be involved in the world of data.
It is.
And Latent View's story reminds us that data isn't just a collection of numbers.
Right.
It's a source of insights, opportunities, and competitive advantage.
As you continue exploring the data analytics landscape,
Yeah.
keep an eye on Latent View.
They're one to watch.
Their future is very bright.
Well, we've covered a lot of ground in this deep dive.
They have.
But we've only just scratched the surface.
Right.
There's so much more to discover in the world of data analytics, and we encourage you to keep exploring.
Remember, data is everywhere.
It really is.
And its potential is limitless.
For sure.
With the right tools, strategies, and mindset.
Yeah.
You too can unlock the power of data and transform your business or your career.
That's it for this episode of The Deep Dive. We hope you enjoyed our exploration of Latent View analytics and gained some valuable insights into the world of data.
Absolutely.
Until next time, keep diving deep.